What's up, guys? Welcome back. So today I'm gonna show you how to set up your money bowls. We're not gonna use sugar or honey. We're gonna use an organic powder base that I'm gonna put together, which is created with a bunch of different types of herbs and roots, but in powder form. So first I'm gonna make the base for you because of course, I love to do things fresh. Anytime I make anything, I like to make it like on that same day or maybe a couple of days ahead of time. But for this particular situation, I'm going to do it fresh. And then I have a bunch of different types of roots and herbs that I'm going to add in there as well. And you can add anything into your money base. I've showed you guys a bunch of different types of herbs and roots, oils, and different types of things over the years to work with. So whatever you want to add into yours is cool. It's fine. Add in what you like. Add in different types of curios as well, which are going to help create that monetary and that financial boost that you need. So during like summer or springtime, I create money bowls. I usually use brown sugar because I like the brown sugar bowls. And of course, honey jars are different. But with honey, you can't leave honey open for too long because then it's going to start hardening. You want to go with a darker brown sugar, which is going to stay separated, and you'll be able to blend the different types of herbs, roots, and your oils together. For this blend, because it is powder based, I'm not going to be putting any oils into it because then it's going to harden it and it's going to mess it up. And when you're working with money and you're working with anything to enhance and create more of, when things get hard, they'll put a blockage and they'll stop your finances from flowing through well. So for this bowl, do not put any types of oils, waters. Don't even put honey inside because honey in the powder mix is going to also harden it too much. You don't want to harden it at all. I don't want to create a base where I have to continuously keep checking in on it on a consistent basis to see if it's hardening. I want to make my powder blend, and then I'm going to add in my curios. And then what I'll do weekly is I'll add in more curios, I'll add in more money, I'll add in more powder. And you want to make sure that everything is soft. So everything that you're creating now, it'll help you to understand over the weeks as you continuously work it and leave it out for the air to be exposed to it. You'll see if it's going to harden up or not. And try not to go cheap with yourselves. I know a lot of you are new to the craft and you're working really, really, really cheap, using cheap items and stuff like that. Try not to do none of that type of stuff. I'm not using any talcum powders. I'm not using baby powders. I'm not using flowers. Like, I'm using 100% organic items. Like, I go all the way in when it comes down to creating things for my customers and my clients and myself as well. I use every single thing that I create and sell to you guys from my shop. So everything, all my oils, all my powders, all my incense, all my candles, everything, all my baths, all my bottles, those are items that I use on a regular basis as well. So I like to make sure that, we're using top-notch items. And you haven't cleansed and you've been having money issues and all of that will speak for itself because I tell you all the time, whenever you're doing money spells, whenever you're doing any type of rituals, whenever you're doing anything in any type of situation to draw in more money for yourself, you want to make sure that your energy is cleansed and clear. You want to also make sure the home's energy and the people that are in there as well. So if you have family living with you and they're not doing as good financially, do a cleanse for them. Do like a water spell and you could cleanse them. Do some 7-Up candles to cleanse them. Set some lights to cleanse them. They don't need to know that you're cleansing them. You don't need their permission, basically. They don't have to go take a bath or, use the soaps and stuff like that. Unless they really want to, then you can encourage them to. I encourage everybody to do it, but there are instances and situations where these people, they don't really believe in magic like we do. So it's going to be hard to get them to be influenced to doing it. Unless you do an influence ritual, and that's just like something else to do. So to make things easier, do a water ritual on them, to cleanse them, to clear away a lot of the negativity, do some blockbuster on them, and do some uncrossing rituals so that everybody in the home could be cleansed and clean and clear. Make sure the kids use you can use my cleansing soap with the kids as well. You can cut it up smaller, or my body wash, and you can cleanse the kids. Do light protection rituals on them as well, like the St. Michael group services that I offer. Those can be set up on the kids once a month, twice a month to keep them protected, and then seal them off with their bracelets. So make sure everybody and everything in the home is protected. 5-spot the windows, 5-spot the doors. Make sure you put down your limes to pull in the negativity. Put down some anil and camphor in a bowl of water and keep it close to the doors, under the beds. and keep the energy going, keep that low vibration away. You want all positivity when you're doing money rituals. So I'm gonna create, I'm gonna do like a medium-sized batch in this bowl. I should have had it created, but I've been really busy doing a lot of things. So I said, you know what, I'll just create it. You guys can watch me create it in the video, and that'll be easier. And then I'll show you exactly what to do. And then you need like a smaller size bowl after, because I'm not gonna use this big bowl. I'm gonna pray over this. I'm going to bless it, and I'm also going to use it in small increments for different things. Whenever you're using like spiritual powders and stuff like that, especially if they're organic created or 100% natural powders and stuff, you don't need a lot. And you can also use this blend to put like at the corners of the doors, the windows. You can use it on your hands when you go to the casino, when you go to the bank. If you're going for a loan, you can use this basically to attain money in any which way that you want. It doesn't necessarily have to sit in your bowl, but I like to make my spring bowls and summer bowls every 3 months. You can switch up, but springtime is really a good time to really get the stuff going and bless and enhance your monetary situations. I'm going to add in a little glitter in there as well. Then I'm going to blend everything up. I'm going to add in a bit of lotus stone stand as well, because that's going to help draw in everything. So I'm going to bless this, blend it up. I have some incense I'm going to light as well, and then I'm going to get right back to you guys. I'm going to use real money as a petition, but you can use your held bank notes. But you know, when you use your held bank notes, you're not going to draw in as much money. You're going to basically draw back in money to play with. So you'll probably be able to draw in, you know, a few hundreds. But if you want long-term money and you want more stability in your money and your finances, then you could just use like a dollar bill. And if you're not from the USA, then you just use your money, paper money. Of course, if you use coins, that's what you're going to draw back in. Basically, whatever you're going to be drawing back in, you're going to, basically, whatever you use, you're going to draw back in. So try to avoid using coins. Like, I know a lot of people, your dollar bills is, your dollars is coins. So if you could spare using, you know, a $5, then do that. Or a $2 bill, do that. If you use a bunch of coins, even though they're dollars, that's what you're going to be focused on drawing back in. And even though you're using a dollar bill or $2 bill, you're still using paper money. You'll be able to generate more money and cash flow using the paper money. It's going to be used as your petition. Write down what you want. Write down what you need. Keep it simple. Nothing too crazy. Nothing bizarre. You know, no outrageous requests to win millions of dollars and whatnot. And of course, when you're doing money drawing spells, you have to be doing things to draw in money. So if you're working, if you have a business, if you have something flowing in, even if it's somebody that's giving you money on a consistent basis, like a sugar daddy or something, that's still a form of income for you. Money is being drawn in. If you know, you have things set up on social media where you post pictures and you do different things like that and you make money. If you do YouTube, whatever it is that you do that draws in money, you're going to be focused on working on that more. You can basically petition for that request of the business or whatever it is that draws in the money to be more successful, to be more abundant, and for more of a cash flow. It's a money drawing spell. And when you draw in money, you have to have something to draw in money. So, you know, a dollar bill, then there, I put some more powders at the bottom, just raw powders. I didn't mix those ones. And then what I'll do is I'll put the powder base directly on top. And I prayed over this for 1 hour. You could pray over it longer if you want to. It's all up to you. And then I'm going to add in my Curios. You can add in whatever type of Curios work well for you. I have roots here as well as real money, and I have a bunch of different things that I just want to focus on during the money drawing ritual that I'll be doing. And I'll probably pray over this bowl 3 to 4 times a week. It can go on your money altar. It can go right next to a saint if you want. Like right now, I'll probably show you guys how to make a Saint Expedito red honey jar, and you can work that, and to grant things for yourself, to get a favorable outcome, to draw in more things and more money. We spoke about working with Saint Expedito a few times, but I never really showed you guys in depth how to do certain things. So I'll set up a little honey jar and I'll show you. And of course, everything I'm working with is at my shop. I'll put a few links on the side for those of you that want to purchase some items. I'm going to also add in a lotus stone. I want to add in a lotus stone because I want to feed the jar. I want to feed the jar with not only my spiritual energy, but I want to feed it with this lotus stone so I can feed it magnetic sand on a consistent basis. I have a bunch of pyrite and there's different types of lucky hand roots and ginger and money and mandrake and Solomon seal. So I'm gonna add those in there as well. So I'm gonna set this up and then you guys will get to see what it looks like. And make sure you feed your lotus stone on a regular basis. And that's about it. All the links will be in the description. And like I said, you could do your bowls spring, the beginning of spring, or you could do them the beginning of summer. And you have to work them on a regular basis. And if you want to, and you no longer want to work in an open setting, put everything in a jar. And you can work all of this in a jar on a regular basis, over and over. Whenever you do your rituals, you have to be consistent with your energy that you're putting in. So if you're only giving it once a month, like the saints and the spirits that are among you, even if you're not praying and working with them, if you're doing spiritual work, saints and spirits benevolent will be among you and within the home. And sometimes it depends too, because some of you are doing spiritual work and you're not that spiritual. You don't really have a lot of high power yet. You're being told you're magical and you're not getting readings done, you don't do baths. So for some of you, there's a small percentage where you're doing spiritual work and there's absolutely positively nothing in that house. Like the energy is bare. There's no spirits, there's no saints, there's no ancestors. So make sure that you're actually working with something. Like, subscribe, and stabilize, guys.